So yesterday I went to a McDonald's and ended up buying a couple bottles of still water because it was easy, because in McDonald's it actually said on the machine still water as an option, and it also had fizzy water as an option. Now every time I've tried to buy water in Europe, especially like say Poland or Germany, I'm always trying at least 3 or 4 times before I actually get still water, and instead of like the fizzy water, because fizzy water is ridiculously disgusting in my opinion. And if you're on the same level as well, then if you ever come to Poland and you want to buy still water, look out for this word here. This word here at the top, this little small blue word that's pronounced niegazowana, is the word in Polish for still, if you ever wanted to get still water. Just a little tip I thought I'd share in this video because yeah, I'm always forever buying fizzy water in Europe and it's ridiculous. I just don't like the stuff. Anyway, into today's vlog. I've almost finished editing my Auschwitz videos, which will be up by the time this vlog is up. It'll be longer by that time. And yeah, I've almost finished editing them. I think I'm gonna edit them for like a few more minutes, maybe like half an hour or something. Then we're gonna go out and check out the city of Łódź to see what's about in Łódź. Yeah, we'll just take it by ear. I've done a little bit of research. I have a few ideas of what I want to do, but like yesterday in Wrocław, things could be closed because of like COVID, or things could just not be open because of the day of the week it is, whatever it may be. So yeah, who knows. We'll take it by ear, see what we can do, see what we can find, and yeah, once we're done with Łódź, we'll be then heading on to the next city. Right now we're walking down Piotrkowska, which is one of the main streets here in Łódź. It goes on for like 4 or 5 kilometers of nothing but shops and cafes and, you know, anything really that you can think of apparently. So we're just walking down here now to go to our first destination. It just so happens that on the way there I'm walking down one of the main and busiest streets here in this city. Yeah, looks all quiet at the moment though. I think it's because it's a weekday maybe. It's not very busy, a lot of places are closed again. Let's go down, have a look at this road. All I can see, straight road. I can't even see like any other bends. It's just a complete dead straight road. So it's gonna be a long walk, I reckon. It's raining today as well, but only very slight. It's not as bad as yesterday. Let's hope the rain holds off. That way my equipment and myself doesn't get drenched. I must say there's a lot of awesome architecture. Right here behind me is a building which just, I don't know, as you're walking down it just looks really cool looking at it. It almost looks like a cardboard backdrop or whatever, just put up right there in the street. It looks super cool. As I've already mentioned, the city that I'm in today is called Łódź. It's spelled L-O-D-Z. I say L. L is the Polish L, which I don't actually know the name of that letter, but it's pronounced like a W, and the rest of the word, as you can understand, is pronounced Łódź, not Lodz. So what I have down there is called Hollywood, and basically it's just like their own little play on words, if you will, like a pun. The stars, like the Hollywood stars. And as you can see, it's all actors who are popular, who come from Poland. And this city is where apparently Roman Polanski did his studying as well, down film school somewhere here as well, because there's a popular film school here in Łódź. So it just made sense that this is like the film capital of Poland. You know, they're gonna have the Hollywood here in Łódź. Okay, I've almost walked the entire length of Piotrkowska. All the way down there is where I came from. There's one reason why I decided to come all the way up the street, apart from Hollywood, which I actually didn't realise was on the street, but I figured as I walked past it I'd explain it. Need to go to number 3, number 9 at the moment, so we've got a few houses to go down first, or a few stops. Number 3, number 3.
interesting little side alley, number 3 of this street, and it's all just like broken pieces of glass and mirror and stuff. And some artist, I don't know their name, but they basically collected loads of these pieces, glued them to the wall, put them in with the render, and then it's just now a street that is now sort of a touristy spot, because the whole street, as you can see here, is covered in mirrors and bits of glass, and it just makes for a cool street. Now the only disappointing thing was that it's not a sunny day. I would have really loved to have come here on a sunny day. I reckon that would have been gleaming, like really, it would have been a really cool sight. Maybe next time I'm in Łódź, if I ever come back in the summer, even though technically it's the summer now, maybe I'll be able to see it in all its mighty, all its glory. So right behind me, what I just showed you there, is basically quite an odd quirk about Łódź. There's a little tour that you can go on, and it's a sewer tour. So you can go down that little thing there that that guy was just closing up, and then you can actually tour the sewers of Łódź. They're not active now, obviously, but these were, like, I guess the old sewers back in, I don't know what year, like probably 1800s or something like that. Yeah, it's just been able to tour the old sewers, well, you know, now that they're closed. I thought, yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to do, see what it's all about, see why it's a thing. And then apparently it's closed on a seasonal thing. It doesn't open up until May, so that guy's closing it literally, closing it now, and then it won't be open again until like May time. Which sucks. I literally got here at the wrong time in order to do that tour, because I literally just saw people walking out of it, and that guy was closing it for the last time until next year. So that's another thing that I can't do here in Poland. There was actually something else I had on my phone as well, and it was actually a planetarium, a 360-degree cinema. It looks really awesome. I love space and that type of thing. And again, it's temporarily closed for whatever reason, possibly because of COVID. On to the next thing, I guess. See how well this day is going. Just like yesterday in Wrocław, you know, everything is closed for whatever reason. Health and safety back there, literally crossing the street, and right next to where you're crossing at the zebra crossing, there's just a dude with a circular saw hacking at the floor. Health and safety is not something you'd see in the UK, that's for sure. Crazy how, like, things just don't seem as safe when it comes to that type of thing in Europe compared to the UK. Or maybe it's just the UK's got mad with their health and safety. Okay, so at the moment I'm at a place called Manufaktura, which is, because Łódź was a city that was mainly industrial, factories and stuff, as you can see behind me, they've changed a lot of these factories when it sort of lowered the amount of factories the city had into like casinos, as I've got one right here, whatever these factories behind me are. I didn't actually see, there's a cafe just behind here as well, and I think it's like an entire area. It's not just like one or two buildings, like it's an entire area by the looks of it on like Google Maps, of like old school factories that have been transported into or transformed into cafes and casinos and like you name it. I mean, I've only just got here, so I'm just trying to figure it out myself, but that's essentially the lowdown of this place. Right here you can see it's basically a direction sign, the factory museum, whatever these all say, and it's basically just like a cool little quirky sign saying factory museum 165 meters over that way somewhere, and kino, which is cinema, 165 over that way somewhere. So you can see just by walking in how much there is in terms of tourist attractions. Let's take a little tour around Manufaktura. So over here we have Cinema City. To my left we have some closed off trampolines, and in the background it looks like an installed beach into this area. Right in front of me over here we have some more of these signs, and then we have a shopping centre, Manufaktura at the top, and all inside that building is a shopping centre. Over here we have an electronics store, and then cafes and beer places, restaurants, pubs, etc. Some more interesting signage. If you are tall enough, that is, you can have a look to see what these say. Obviously they're all in Polish, but you can sort of make up some of the words like museum. That's about it. If you're not Polish, good luck. The city name Łódź is the Polish word for boat, which is quite ironic because Łódź is a landlocked city. It doesn't have any canals or sea or anything like that for boats to be on. So it's of no surprise really that there's a fake beach right here in Łódź, right in Manufaktura. It's a bit of a shame, you can see the lights at the bottom. At night this would have been amazing, but again, I'll be travelling to other cities by the time it comes to night time. It's sort of becoming a thing here in Poland, I think, that every single city that I visit, it just happens to be that much more nicer at night, and I keep on missing them at night because I'm driving at night to go city to city. So I think if I ever come back, I'll need to come here and stay overnight just to actually watch what the city is like at night. For example, these water fountains behind me will light up at night. And in Wrocław yesterday, all the signage that I was talking about, that would all light up, and that was a really cool thing, a neon gallery it was called. And yeah, I would have missed, well, I missed that as well. And right behind me we have a cool little trampoline park, I think it's for kids, but there's a lot more here actually than I thought it would. They've really changed these factories into something cool, activities for the family. Let's walk into Cinema City and see what that's like. If you don't know what this is, the word at the bottom, biblioteca, should give it away. This is a vending machine for books. Pretty interesting, pretty different. Such a cool place in here. I've just ordered a burrito from the place right behind me over there, Papa Diego. I've got the little thing ready to beep whenever it's ready. Yeah, I figured as I walked in here, I didn't know it was actually a food court, I just figured as I walked in here I might as well grab something to eat now. And then once we're done, we can head through that tunnel. It goes into like some shops, we'll have a look down there. And then yeah, that'll be Manufaktura done. Jesus Christ, it's like a brick. Look how big this burrito is. As you take a rest in these chairs, you can also charge your phone on the USB or plug in the device in the plug next to it. This place is freaking massive. It reminds me so much of like the American malls that you get, because you could literally spend like the entire day inside this thing. So many different shops, so many different places to eat. Crazy how big. Typical, it starts raining as soon as I get outside. It was meant to not rain today, according to the forecast. It's only a light drizzle, but it's still enough. Well, that's it for my adventure in Łódź. I just got a taxi back to the car because it was raining and I just didn't want to walk like an extra hour in the rain when I had no bag, because my bag was in the boot of this car. So I just got a taxi because it's just easier, and ended up costing me like 10 zloty, which is like not a lot, it's like £2 or £3 worth. So yeah, I mean, it was a no-brainer really. Łódź was a really interesting place, to be honest with you. There's a lot I didn't do that I knew I could have done. There was stuff related to the Holocaust and World War II. There's a big Jewish graveyard which has like 200,000 graves there. It's like some mental number. They have a train station which was used in World War II to transport people from here all the way to Auschwitz. There's a lot of World War II stuff, but to be honest with you, this trip I am all done with World War II and all done with like Auschwitz and stuff like that, to be honest with you. I wanted to try and see like the lighter side of Poland, and it's something that I know is here if I ever come back to Łódź, as well as like the underground tours with the sewers and other things that I just couldn't do today because of it being closed for whatever reason, whether it's COVID, whether it's because it's seasonal, whatever it may be. Quite a lot of things, not just in Łódź but in other cities as well, are closed, so it's making it a little bit difficult, me trying to find things. But I really enjoyed the fact that Manufaktura is a thing. I really enjoyed that was there. It was cool to look at, it was interesting to see, there was different quirks about it. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. The burrito I had in the like food court was a really nice burrito as well. It was a little bit better than your average food court food. Yeah, and then there was like all that shopping area. I didn't really do much shopping because I don't really need to do any shopping right now. I've got everything I need. But obviously, if you needed to do shopping, if you're someone who loves to do shopping, that place you could honestly spend a good like 5 or 6 hours in just looking around. You could even spend more than that if you wanted to. It depends how quick you are, obviously. But if I was there like doing a proper shop, I could be there all day long. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you've been enjoying the Polish videos so far. If you have been, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below where you'd like to see me go next, or if there was anywhere within Łódź or other cities that I've been to that I've missed. I know there's a lot of things I've missed and I'm only doing like 1 day per city. So let me know if you know the place, if there's things that I should have done in the vlogs or whatever. But all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace out.